Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi are basically in the most low-key, serious relationship of Kendall's entire dating history. And honestly, nobody saw this pairing coming. Kendall, born November 3rd, 1995, is 30 years old. Jacob, born June 26, 1997, just turned 29 on June 26, 2026. So Kendall is about 18 months older. They've been quietly together since January or February 2026. Their first sighting was at the Vanity Fair Oscar party in March 2026, then Coachella in April, Hawaii in May, Tokyo in June, and Australia at Jacob's family home in Byron Bay on June 24th. Then a source told Page Six their relationship is now official, iconic monthly city rotation. Then a US Weekly source dropped the bombshell quote in early July 2026. The exact words, "They are very serious and exclusive. Everyone around them can see how madly in love they are and how well their relationship works." Then the source added, "Friends think Jacob brings out the best in Kendall. Everyone approves of him." Kendall's friends never approve of anyone, so the fact that they love Jacob says everything about how different this relationship feels compared to her past ones. Kendall Jenner has literally never filmed a single scene with any boyfriend across the entire Kardashians franchise, and that's an absolute decade-long track record. NBA star Devin Booker, whom Kendall dated from 2020 to 2022, 0 scenes together on camera, ever. Rapper Bad Bunny throughout 2023, 0 scenes. NBA star Ben Simmons from 2018 to 2019, also 0. Even Blake Griffin back in 2017 got the same silent treatment. Kendall herself explained this rule directly on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion special, The Final Curtain, with Andy Cohen back in June 2021. Her exact quote, "I feel like it's always worked better for me that way. I just feel like it's a private matter. It's not really for anybody else to judge or know.
I feel like it's always worked better for me that way. To be completely honest, I just feel like it's a private matter."
Former Keeping Up with the Kardashians executive producer Farnaz Farjam confirmed the rule was official. Farnaz said in 2021, "Kendall's always had this rule. She felt like she had to be with someone for at least a year before she let them be a part of the show, because she doesn't always know what people's intentions are." So Kendall requires a full year before considering filming anyone. Jacob is only around 6 months in. He's honestly nowhere close to hitting Kendall's minimum threshold. Jacob Elordi is honestly one of the most privacy-obsessed actors in Hollywood right now, and his hatred of fame is real. Jacob deleted his Instagram completely years ago. He does 0 social media. He hides from paparazzi constantly. He barely does red carpets. Then in December 2025, Jacob had a genuinely raw moment at Paris's Gare du Nord train station. He directly confronted a paparazzo. His exact words, "You make it really hard for me to live. I don't love you." Devastating quote from someone that famous.
You make it really hard for me to live fully. Oh, sorry,
Then Jacob went deeper on the Hollywood Reporter's Awards Chatter podcast in November 2025. His quote, "The internet is insane. It was so frightening. I would go out to my coffee shop and all of a sudden I felt like I was in the Truman Show." Wild comparison. Jacob also told Vanity Fair back in November something that still applies now. His quote about dating publicly, "You want it to be genuine and real. But when people are watching and talking about it, it makes it a little bit difficult. Consistent stance across 5 years. So dating a Kardashian on camera is Jacob's worst possible nightmare. He would literally never sign up for that. Kris Jenner is basically the mastermind of the Kardashian franchise, and she's honestly not going to let a massive celebrity boyfriend just slip through her fingers. Kris, born November 5th, 1955, is 70 years old. She is the actual businesswoman running Kardashian-Jenner Productions. Every single major celebrity relationship in the family history has been used for storylines on the show. Kim's whole marriage to Kanye West, Kim's engagement to Pete Davidson, Khloe's marriage to Lamar Odom, Kylie's relationship with Timothée Chalamet, at least in cameos. Even Kourtney's marriage to Travis Barker got the full reality TV treatment. So Kris knows Jacob is honestly the biggest name Kendall has ever dated. Jacob is a Best Supporting Actor Oscar nominee from January 22nd, 2026 for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. He also won the Critics' Choice Award on January 4th, 2026 for the same role. He starred opposite Margot Robbie in Wuthering Heights, released February 13th, 2026. He's arguably the biggest young leading man in Hollywood right now. Star Magazine has described Kris as hell on wheels, trying to get Jacob on the upcoming season 8. Kris sees Kendall dating Jacob as free press. Kris would honestly do anything to make that happen. She's the ultimate momager. In Touch Weekly reportedly dropped the massive story that Kendall Jenner is threatening to walk away from the Kardashians entirely if Jacob Elordi gets pulled into any storylines. The In Touch story cited an anonymous insider claiming Kendall is throwing such a huge fit and making all these threats about walking away from the show. Wild ultimatum if true. IB Times UK covered the story on May 31st, 2026, in a piece by journalist Athalia Majaris. That story explicitly attributed the claim directly to an unnamed insider who spoke to In Touch Weekly. Radar Online picked it up next. Star Magazine ran a follow-up describing Kris Jenner as hell on wheels, trying to push the Elordi storyline for the upcoming season 8. Then Reality Tea, Mandatory, Yahoo, and AOL all reprinted variations of the same tabloid claims. Whole viral news cycle. Now the important context. 0 major reputable outlets have confirmed this quit story independently. Not People, not Variety, not Deadline, not The Hollywood Reporter, and not Us Weekly. Kendall herself has said nothing publicly. Kris has said nothing. No Hulu executive has commented. So the Kendall is quitting claim is honestly tabloid drama at this point. Whether the ultimatum is real or manufactured is impossible to verify. But the story is everywhere. Kendall Jenner absolutely does not financially need the Kardashians show anymore. And that's why the whole quit story is honestly believable. Her 818 tequila brand secured a huge partnership on April 28th, 2026 with Kentucky spirits conglomerate Sazerac. Sazerac took a minority stake investment and exclusive U.S. distribution rights to 818 tequila. Massive deal. Financial terms were kept confidential, but Forbes and Food Dive both reported the story extensively. Sazerac CMO Sarah Saunders publicly said 818 tequila stands apart due to its cultural relevance and commercial momentum. Real corporate validation. Kendall's tequila brand now sits in Sazerac's portfolio alongside Margaritaville, Peligroso, and Corazon. Then Kendall also has ongoing brand deals with L'Oreal, Calvin Klein, Estee Lauder, and Adidas. Massive fashion contracts. She is arguably the highest paid working model in the world at this point. So Kendall has independent wealth. That means Hulu paychecks are honestly optional for her at this point. Kim has her Skims empire, Kylie has Kylie Cosmetics, Khloe has Good American, Kourtney has Poosh. Every Kardashian sister has independent millions. Kendall walking away from the show would honestly hurt Kris's business empire way more than it would hurt Kendall personally. That's the leverage she has right now. The Kardashians on Hulu is honestly not going anywhere, regardless of what Kendall Jenner decides. Season 7 premiered on Thursday, October 23rd, 2025 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, with new episodes released weekly. It wrapped in December 2025. Then Kris Jenner actually confirmed active production to Variety in a quote. Her exact words, "We're filming right now. Season 28, if you add them all up. So Season 8 is officially in production right now. Season 8 is targeting a late 2026 release. Earlier plans had aimed for around May 2026, but the timeline slipped. Kendall is currently reported to be returning to the show as usual. She is also technically an executive producer. Then Hulu also reacquired the entire Keeping Up with the Kardashians library from Versant on February 17th, 2026. That includes all 20 original seasons and roughly 280 episodes, plus spin-offs. Hulu General Manager Lauren Tempest called it giving fans the ultimate destination to experience a defining era of pop culture. Meanwhile, Khloe Kardashian is developing her own new spin-off called The Girls. So the whole Kardashian empire is honestly expanding at record pace. Kendall walking away would be a huge story if she actually did it, but so far it's just tabloid noise. Franchise continues either way.
We've filmed everything from deliveries to marriages, divorces. We, have always stayed true to who we are.
Kim Kardashian's love story basically started with her making the worst possible decision at the worst possible time. She eloped with music producer Damon Thomas in Las Vegas in 2000, when she was just 19 years old and he was around 29. A 10-year age gap in Vegas, with zero planning. Kim later admitted on Keeping Up with the Kardashians in 2018 that she was actually high on ecstasy when she walked down the aisle.
I did ecstasy once and I got married. I did it again. I made a sex tape, like everything bad would happen.
Damon filed for divorce in 2003, and it was finalized in 2004. Kim later alleged in court papers that he was controlling during the marriage, allegations Damon has always denied. After the divorce, Kim was so broke that her sister Khloe reportedly gave her around $6,000 in piggy bank savings to help her get her own apartment. The pattern of rushing into love started right there in her teens. Honestly, that's wild for any 19-year-old, even one named Kim. Kim Kardashian's entire career was built on a leaked private video with her ex, Ray J. The two dated on and off from around 2003 to 2006, and the private footage they filmed together in Cabo San Lucas in 2003 was released by Vivid Entertainment in 2007 under the title Kim Kardashian Superstar. Kim sued Vivid in February 2007 and settled for a reported $5 million. The release directly launched her into global fame, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered later that same year. Ray J has repeatedly claimed the release was a coordinated deal involving Kris Jenner, which Kim has always denied. In October 2025, Kim and Kris filed a defamation lawsuit against Ray J. He countersued the following month. The bigger picture?
I definitely jumped into another relationship so fast, it got my mind away from stuff.
From day one, Kim's love life and her brand were inseparable. Every relationship she has ever had since has played out under that same shadow. Receipts started with her very first viral moment. Kim Kardashian's second marriage to NBA player Kris Humphries lasted just 72 days, and it became the definition of a celebrity disaster. They met in October 2010, started dating in December 2010, got engaged after about 6 months, and married on August 20th, 2011 at a private estate in Montecito, California. Kim was 30. The wedding was a massive financial windfall. People magazine reportedly paid negative $16.5 million just for the photos. Then on October 31st, 2011, Kim filed for divorce. Kris immediately filed for annulment, claiming the entire marriage was a contrivance for the benefit of her show and asking for $7 million in reality TV income he believed he was owed. He dropped the annulment right before trial, and the divorce was finally finalized in June 2013. The whole legal mess lasted 543 days, way longer than the actual marriage itself. Kim has since admitted she wanted to be married so badly she ignored every single warning sign. Kim Kardashian's marriage to Kanye West was the longest, biggest, and most chaotic of her life, and it ended exactly how she predicted. They met around 2002 when Kanye was recording with Brandy, were friends for years, then started dating in spring 2012, while Kim was technically still legally married to Kris Humphries. Kanye proposed at San Francisco's AT&T Park on Kim's 33rd birthday in October 2013. They married at Forte di Belvedere in Florence, Italy, on May 24th, 2014. They had 4 kids together: North in 2013, Saint in 2015, Chicago in 2018 via surrogate, and Psalm in 2019 via surrogate. Kim filed for divorce in February 2021 and was officially declared legally single in March 2022. The divorce was settled in November 2022, with Kanye paying $200,000 a month in child support and covering 50% of education and security costs. 8 years of marriage, 4 kids, and one absolute spectacle of an ending, the most defining relationship of her entire life. Kim Kardashian admitted on Call Her Daddy in October 2025 that her marriage to Kanye West was toxic, and the reasoning is haunting. She told Alex Cooper that she never felt safe emotionally, financially, physically during the relationship. Her exact words about leaving Kanye: "I had to save myself in order to be a better mom for everyone."
It makes it really hard to continue on in a relationship that can be toxic.
She also defended the marriage, despite calling it toxic, saying an over a decade relationship with 4 beautiful children is not a failure. Honestly, real. After their split, Kanye basically went into a public meltdown. He harassed her boyfriend Pete Davidson with the Easy claymation video, launched into an anti-Semitism scandal that cost him his Adidas deal and others, and married Bianca Censori within months. Then in January 2026, Kanye took out a full Wall Street Journal ad titled "To Those I've Hurt," apologizing for his behavior. The damage was already done. Kim's "I never felt safe" line basically explains every relationship choice she has made since. Kim Kardashian's 9-month romance with Pete Davidson collapsed under the weight of Kanye West's relentless online targets, and Kim has openly admitted it. The pair met in October 2021 during an SNL skit where they shared an on-screen moment as Jasmine and Aladdin, and Kim later described feeling a little zing. They went public in November 2021. They split in August 2022 after about 9 months together, citing long distance, a 13-year age gap, and the constant pressure of Kanye's public commentary. On Call Her Daddy in October 2025, Kim openly admitted that Kanye's Easy music video, the one where Claymation Pete was buried alive, made me feel really sad. It's had me put up this guard. Pete was 28 at the time. Kim was 41. She has said publicly she still feels guilty about everything he had to go through just to date her. Her relationships keep ending because the chaos around her is bigger than any single partner can really handle long term. Kim Kardashian has actually built a literal checklist of dating standards in her phone, and the receipts are wild. She has openly shared that her requirements include being accountable for actions, having good teeth, able to hold their own, and not requiring her to babysit all the time. She also said her future partner doesn't have to be famous, but they absolutely have to understand what this life is. Translation: the chaos of being Kim Kardashian is not for the weak. She wants emotional stability, financial independence, real grown-up energy, and zero ego that competes with hers. Honestly, after Damon, Ray J, Chris, Kanye, and Pete, the woman has earned the right to be extremely specific. She also openly admits she might never get married again. On James Corden's podcast, she said, "I don't know. I really don't," when asked. Then on Gwyneth Paltrow's podcast, she joked, "Fourth time's a charm." The girl is clearly conflicted, but she is also way more self-aware than people give her credit for. Kim Kardashian's new relationship with Lewis Hamilton might actually be the first time she's chosen someone who can genuinely match her energy. The rumors started in early 2026 after a New Year's party, then a February Paris trip, and Super Bowl 2026. They were photographed hand in hand, leaving a Broadway play in May 2026. Then on June 16, 2026, Kim officially hard-launched the relationship on Instagram with a lately carousel that included a now viral video of her almost crashing her bike into Lewis. By June 7 to 10, 2026, she was at the Monaco Grand Prix supporting him. Lewis is 41. Kim is 45. They reportedly have known each other since around 2014. Here's what makes this different. Lewis is a 7-time Formula -16 world champion with his own massive global fame, his own billionaire status, and his own empire. For the first time in Kim's entire dating history, she has chosen a partner who can match her shine instead of being eclipsed by it. The pattern might finally be breaking.
Kim Kardashian is preparing to step back from the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian has been the central figure of her family's reality television empire for nearly 2 decades. But insiders reveal she is now preparing to reduce her role in Hulu's The Kardashians. Kim Kardashian is balancing motherhood, business ventures, and her legal career. And it appears there are simply not enough hours in the day to keep filming at the pace the show demands. Kim Kardashian acknowledges the limits of her schedule. A source close to Kim shared with Globe that she has reached the point where she has to be realistic about her bandwidth. While Kim loves being part of the family's hit reality series, she privately admits that the workload has become overwhelming. Between appearances, confessional interviews, and production meetings, the series consumes months of her calendar each year. Kim reportedly confessed that something has to give, and that she does not want it to be her children or her law studies. Kim Kardashian is finding it hard to balance her growing business empire. In addition to reality television, Kim is overseeing a billion-dollar empire. SKIMS, her shapewear line, has become one of the most successful brands in fashion, recently expanding into men's products and partnerships with professional athletes. Skin by Kim, her skincare company, also requires constant innovation and branding work. Managing these ventures, along with investments in real estate and new business opportunities, takes up enormous amounts of time. For Kim, scaling back on filming is not about stepping away from fame. It is about redirecting her focus toward building long-lasting enterprises. Kim Kardashian pursues her passion for criminal justice reform instead of continuing with the Kardashians. Perhaps the most surprising development in Kim's life over the past several years has been her dedication to law. Inspired by her late father, attorney Robert Kardashian, Kim has taken her studies seriously. In May 2025, she completed her law apprenticeship program, and in July of that same year, she sat for the California bar examination. She has already played a role in high-profile criminal justice cases, advocating for clemency, and prison reform. For Kim, the pursuit of justice has become more than a project. It is the work she describes as her life's purpose. Devotion to motherhood guides Kim Kardashian's choice to leave the show. Outside of her professional life, Kim is also a single mother to North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, whom she shares with ex-husband Kanye West. At ages 12, 9, 7, and 6, her children are reaching formative years that require daily guidance. Kim is known for being a hands-on mother, attending school events, planning family activities, and ensuring stability despite her demanding career. Sources say her children are a major reason she is stepping back from filming, as she does not want to miss the everyday moments that matter most. Filming The Kardashians has become a lower priority for Kim Kardashian. Since Hulu launched The Kardashians in 2022, Kim has been one of the show's most reliable stars. However, filming can be time-consuming and intrusive, especially for someone juggling multiple careers. Season 7 is currently in production, but insiders say Kim is asking her sisters, Kourtney, Khloe, and Kylie, to take on more of the spotlight. While she is not walking away entirely, Kim has made clear that she intends to scale back her presence in upcoming episodes. Kris Jenner fears the Kardashian show cannot succeed without Kim Kardashian. Kris Jenner, the family matriarch and manager, is said to be worried about what Kim's decision could mean for the future of the show. Insiders claim Kris is panicking behind the scenes, knowing that Kim has always been central to the family brand. Viewers tune in for her business moves, her personal style, and her often dramatic life updates. While Kim has promised not to leave completely, Kris allegedly sees the writing on the wall and fears ratings could drop if Kim's role becomes less prominent.
The Kardashians get up to some pretty weird business. Along the way, they're definitely bound to make some weird friends too, right? Here's the Kardashian family's surprising connection to P. Diddy. P. Diddy and the Kardashian family have long been associated with the same glitzy Hollywood lifestyle. Sean P. Diddy Combs, a legendary American rapper, is currently incarcerated at the moment due to grave charges. The 54-year-old hip-hop artist has pleaded not guilty and refuted all the allegations. After his arrest in New York, an old Keeping Up with the Kardashians video surfaced, sparking a social media firestorm. In it, Khloe Kardashian informed Kourtney about a crazy party Diddy threw in 2014.
So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends.
After that, Khloe talks about the party, claiming that Justin Bieber attended when he was only 20 years old. Khloe recounted, "I got on a plane at 5:30 in the morning.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m.
Well, this party, I think half the people there weren't fully clothed," reported the Mirror.
I think half the people there were butt naked.
When Kourtney presses her more about the company she had that weekend, Khloe replies that she was hanging out with a bunch of friends, listing off A-lister names.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber.
Khloe chimes in Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, confirming her star-studded entourage, adding, "So far, so good."
So far, so good. Montana. Do you even know?
A video from 2016's Cocktails with Khloe has gone viral, with Khloe and Kourtney conversing with Diddy amid the current Diddy conversation. Khloe said in the already viral Reddit video, "Well, I know you're known for the parties. When you think of a party or a good time, you think of Puff."
Well, I know you're known for the parties. When you think of a party or a good time, you think of Puff.
Diddy simply responded, "Yeah," to which Khloe added with a touch of nostalgia, "We've been known to party with you a few times."
We've been known to party with you a few times.
She turned to her sister Kourtney, asking, "Do you remember Diddy's birthday?" To which Kourtney admitted, "Yes, I forgot about that. That was an epic night too."
I forgot about that.
You forgot about that?
No, that was an epic night too.
Khloe questioned why was it so epic, wondering why the night was so unforgettable. Kourtney recounted, "That night was fun because all the girls ditched me, so it was like me and the boys."
All the girls ditched me, so I was like me and the boys.
It was me, Kanye West, Corey Gamble, Tyga, just hanging out, and it was fun.
And we were all just like hanging out, and you loved it. It was fun.
A December 2019 Instagram image by Khloe is generating excitement as well thanks to fresh fan comments. Khloe is seen in the picture with her sisters Kim and Kylie, who are all decked up, posing next to Diddy, who is wearing a silver suit. The caption reads, "Nothing like a Diddy party." Diddy and the Kardashians have long been in the same social circles, although they have recently become less close. I wonder why. Kim reportedly reportedly unfollowed Diddy on Instagram just before his properties were searched in March of this year, 2024, following a number of other celebrities who have distanced themselves from the singer. Ray J, real name William Ray Norwood Jr., was Kim's ex-boyfriend. He talked about his personal experiences at Diddy's parties and said that a lot of people in the industry are unaware of any accusations or charges made against the rapper. He just shared his personal viewpoint with Chris Cuomo on News Nation's Cuomo. "We've never seen the stuff that's being said and the stuff that people are finding out. Like, I've never been in rooms that people are talking about, and I never knew they existed," said Ray J.
I mean, it's all a shock because, we've never seen the stuff that's being said.
And a lot of people in the industry can agree with me on that sense. Like, you all wanted to go and have a good time at a Diddy party. He went on to suggest that individuals wanted to have fun, get inspired, and be encouraged by the good vibes of these gatherings to go to work the following day. People are still attempting to digest and understand everything he said. Ray J continued, saying that even though the claims aren't factual yet, they are nonetheless confusing for many.
It's hurtful and it's confusing to a lot of people.
Half a year after the feds raided Combs' home in Miami and Los Angeles, he was taken into custody on September 16, 2024 at a posh hotel in Manhattan. Many others have filed lawsuits against him in the past year, alleging they were mistreated by him. One such person is his ex-girlfriend, R&B singer Cassie, whose accusations began when she was just 19. Combs vehemently disputed Cassie's allegations last year in 2023, and he has subsequently entered a not guilty plea to federal charges. The grand jury indictment papers that the Mirror looked through reveal accusations against him dating back to 2008 and include some really bad stuff. Additionally, he is accused of enticing people and male workers into what are known as freak-offs, which are often protracted sessions in which Combs and the purported victims are said to have had IVs in order to recover. His brief, Mark Agnifilo, declared outside the courthouse on September 17, 2024, "Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges." It is stated that Diddy has managed to stay in touch with his loved ones in spite of the limitations imposed by his confinement. Diddy is the father of 7 children, technically: Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse, Delilah, and Love, by 4 different women. People was informed by a person with knowledge of the matter that Diddy is incredibly worried about his kids while he's in jail. The insider revealed he is very concerned about his kids and their well-being. He has 3 minor children, 2 of whom now have no living parents available with him incarcerated. 4 of his 7 children have neither parent available with him incarcerated, reports the Mirror. According to a person familiar with the matter, Diddy's kids are all in a tizzy as a result of his imprisonment. It's heartbreaking to see the children in the state they're in. This is their father, but to them, he's not Diddy, he's dad. He has always been a loving, devoted father. Diddy, who had 3 children with the late model and actress Kim Porter, who passed away in 2018 at the age of 47, is the happy father of Christian, Jesse, and Delilah. Quincy was Porter's child by Al B, and he was later taken in by Combs. Subsequently, he had 2 sons, Chance with entrepreneur Sarah Chapman, and Justin with stylist Misa Hilton. Diddy and model Tana Tran celebrated the birth of their youngest child, their daughter Love, in December 2022. This information is related to reports that Diddy is not being given any preferential treatment while he is being held in one of the most infamous prisons in America on charges. Regarding Diddy's treatment, an insider told the magazine that he is being treated like any other detainee awaiting trial. They also said that in accordance with the practice for prominent prisoners, the star was placed on watch upon admittance to the facility as a precaution. Diddy's attorneys, Mark Agnifilo and Tenny R. Garagos, have described the Brooklyn prison circumstances as below standards and not fit for pretrial detention in an unsuccessful bail application.
You guys aren't going to believe this. Kim Kardashian is still obsessed with Kanye West.
It's not okay.
She can't get her mind off him. She won't stop mentioning his name.
I always will. You'll always hope that you'll see a glimpse of them.
And it's crazy because last time we checked, Kanye is remarried to Bianca. So what's going on here, Kim? Alright, so Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's relationship may be over, but no one's convinced that they'll ever truly be over each other.
It sucks, you know?
I mean, the drama they've had, the ups and downs, and Kanye's endless headlines. But somehow it still feels like Kim is holding on. Do you think it's because of the kids, or is it possible that there may be more to it? Kim filed for divorce in February 2021, and by November 2022, when their divorce was finalized, Kanye had already moved on, tying the knot with Bianca Censori just a month later. So let's just say he was quick to find a replica of Kim. I mean, look, they look almost identical. They could be sisters. But anyways, since then, Kanye has stirred the pot with some pretty harsh comments about Kim. But wait, Khloe Kardashian, Kim's sister, seemed not to care about this. Khloe went ahead and hugged Kanye at her nephew's St. West basketball game. That's kind of weird. Talk about a plot twist, right? So, relationship expert Luella Alderson spoke with The Mirror about it. She thinks Khloe's hug was actually more about family than anything else. She said, despite all the tension between Kanye and the Kardashians, there will always be a connection because Kanye and Kim have 4 kids together. And honestly, she's not wrong. No matter how crazy things can get, those kids tie them together for life. Do you guys agree? I mean, let's be real. If it weren't the case, do you think Kim would have taken all of Kanye's BS throughout the years? I don't know, I doubt it. But wait, it wasn't just a hey, how's it going hug, Luella called. It was a genuine moment of affection. Think about it. Khloe's all about putting family first, and she's been known to do this before, especially with her hubby Tristan Thompson, or let's say ex. The guy's messed up more than once, but Khloe still co-parents with him. So if she can do that for him, why not extend the same accepting hand to Kanye, right? I mean, am I the only one who feels like Kanye is getting a second or third chance here? Or who are we kidding? So did Tristan. I guess you can say the Kardashians share a lot in common, even with their taste in men. Luella pointed out that seeing adults handle things maturely is a big deal for the kids. She said when kids see family members interacting peacefully, it gives them a sense of security. And she added, Khloe and Kim's kids probably feel torn about all this family drama, especially since it's in front of millions of people and everyone's just waiting for their next move. It could be a lot of pressure, you know? But if the kids see their parents and family getting along, even with all that history, it's gonna help them feel more secure. Do you think Kim's doing the right thing for her kids here? But here's the crazy part. Khloe might actually still consider Kanye part of the family, even with everything that's happened. Kanye is still part of the Kardashian-Jenner family, Luella said. Khloe may see the importance of supporting him publicly despite their differences. That's some next level family loyalty, right? Do you think Khloe's just being loyal, or is she showing Kanye more forgiveness than he deserves? Maybe Kanye has apologized or shown regret for his behavior, which makes Khloe more at ease with supporting him publicly, Luella added. I mean, maybe the expert's onto something here. Could Kanye actually want to make amends? Could he be trying to fix things for the sake of his kids? I mean, that doesn't sound like the craziest thing right now. Now, let's not forget that boundaries are key here. Luella warned that if Kanye has caused enough pain, it might be time for Kim or Khloe to step back and give him some space. She said that Kim needs to prioritize her well-being and that for her kids. It's kind of like saying, hey, you've messed up enough, take a time out to figure out your stuff. And honestly, Kanye's probably needed a lot of time to work on himself. So hopefully he's doing that and learning how to be a better co-parent in the process. So do you think that Kanye's finally becoming a changed man, or do you think he still has some work to do? At the end of the day, Kanye and Kim will always be connected by their 4 kids, no matter how much drama unfolds. Despite everything, putting the kids first and keeping things civil seems to be the ultimate goal for their sake and everyone else's. So the question is, what's next for the old power couple in their lavish yet complicated worlds?
This is the end of an era for this family.
They're like losing their influence.
Is this their downfall?
People are losing interest in the Kardashians, and the reasons may not come as a big surprise to most of you.
The Kardashians are no longer ruling the media. Their popularity is coming to an end.
It's been more than 15 years since we first saw the Kardashian family on their reality TV show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Wait, what?
Where's Kim? Kim is always late. Here. Get out of our way.
And when we look back then, no one could have really predicted how hugely successful the show would become.
It's so exciting.
The Kardashian-Jenners have signed on to a new exclusive deal that will bring the famous family back.
Millions of people tuned in each week to see what the family was up to. And the Kardashians shared some of their most personal moments on the show, from breakups to cheating scandals and even the birth of new family members.
When Kylie went into labor, it was such an exciting night. And no matter how many times you've been through this.
And seeing all of this, viewers really felt like they were a part of the family and they celebrated their milestones with them. But things have changed in recent years. Like, the show's ratings have dropped significantly.
New reports claim that the reality TV show might be losing its steam as ratings for the show continue on a downward trend.
And fewer people seem to be interested in the lives of the Kardashians. Some have also noticed significant changes in the Kardashian family members themselves. And people are questioning, like, is this the beginning of the end, like the downfall of the Kardashians era?
This is the end of an era for this family.
They're like losing their influence.
Is this their downfall?
Many people think so. And in today's cancel culture, some are choosing not to support the Kardashians by watching their show or even giving them any media attention whatsoever. Like, they would not even click on a video about the Kardashians.
There is a lot of negative hate and energy towards my family.
And this decision is largely based on many of the controversies that the Kardashian family have found themselves wrapped up in, like Kim Kardashian's involvement with Balenciaga. That was a big thing. As well as their brother, Rob Kardashian. There was a lawsuit with him over leaked photos involving his ex-partner, Blac Chyna. Not to mention the family's habit of publicly lying about their surgeries, as well as lying about how much money they actually are making, among other things. And these people are encouraging other people to do the same, like not keep up with the Kardashian family anymore. They feel like they've been very disappointed with them. And one user took to Reddit and said this: for a few seasons, they did use their platform and power to address social issues, and I thought that provided some balance to the show and ultimately them as people. Some fans have also observed that the family dynamic among the Kardashians has shifted since their new show, The Kardashians, started streaming. Like, they've noticed some things, like the tight-knit family bond that they once had, which many fans love to see on screen. It doesn't seem to be as strong as it used to be. Like, there was another fan on Reddit that had this to say: I hate their new show, and it's so sad to see how detached from reality they've all become. My favorite part of keeping up with the Kardashians was their pranks, funny conversations, and genuine family moments. Now they never do anything together, and when they do, you can cut the tension with a knife. So yeah, this spin-off reality show, The Kardashians, which premiered on the streaming service Hulu and also featured on Disney Plus, has a very low rating right now on Rotten Tomatoes. And I feel like some of the disconnect that some of the fans are talking about with The Kardashians is felt because, you know, the Kardashian family, they're getting older now. They have their own personal lives, so many things going on, and they may not want to be as open as they used to and share personal details about their personal lives like they used to before. As well as they've changed as people, and what used to work back then may not necessarily work. Like, it's hard to force family dynamic on camera. People are gonna tell the difference. But with all that being said, it appears that the Kardashian family does not want anybody to lose interest in them at all.
Would you want to keep going and everybody commit, or would you want to kind of put the show on a back burner?
No, we love filming. We love our show.
Because the season 4 trailer of The Kardashians came out, and season 4 is going to be released September of 2023. It seems to focus a lot on the storylines, their love life, personal interfamily dramas, just some juicy things that I think are gonna pique the viewers' interest, and maybe the fans are gonna love it, or maybe not. Maybe the Kardashians really took to heart what fans were saying and said, like, hey, we wanna see you guys, like, really get to know you guys again, like, behind all the fake stuff. We want to get to know you and connect with you. So season 4 of The Kardashians could literally be a make or break season for the Kardashians. But guys, what do you think about this? Losing interest with the Kardashians? Do you think that they can come back? They've definitely been losing a lot of interest in the public recently. But hey, who knows? If their reign in reality TV ends, it could be the beginning for their reign in something else.
You may think the Kardashians are pretty open about their lives since they have a whole reality TV show about it, but even still, there are things they need to hide. These are things the Kardashians wanted to hide from the world. The way Kris handled her daughters was one startling thing. According to Cosmopolitan, Ellen Pearson Kardashian sold pages from her husband Robert Kardashian Sr.'s personal journal following his passing. That notebook and Pearson claimed that when Khloe and Kim were young girls, Kris Jenner mistreated them. Furthermore, it is said that Kris was always eager to take advantage of her kids in order to get money while they were young. And some people even think this attitude persisted into the girls' maturity.
I'm your momager, manager, mother, name a title.
Pearson stated that the extent of Kim's punishment included both physical and mental, as well as persistent teasing over Khloe's weight. Naturally, Kris claimed that these allegations actually never happened, and it appears that the only supporting documentation available is what Pearson and Kardashian Sr.'s notebooks say. Regardless of the veracity of the allegations, Kris will stop at nothing to grow her family's substantial and powerful enterprise. Kim didn't lose her earrings on vacation, apparently. The Kardashian family is well known for taking lavish trips and experiences. One particularly special trip to Bora Bora was featured on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Kim allegedly misplaces her diamond earrings when she was there.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry, my diamond earrings!
Which prompted the entire family to look for her priceless jewelry in the ocean. Of course, the loss of something so valuable and significant attracted a large audience and generated a tremendous deal of internet conversation about the occurrence. The issue: Kris Humphries, Kim's ex-husband, allegedly claimed it never happened on RadarOnline.com. Kim didn't really lose her earring. The whole thing was staged to garner attention. Even if there were other occasions when Keeping Up with the Kardashians staged a fake event, the missing earrings serve as a perfect illustration of how unrealistic the reality TV show really is. It also demonstrates to viewers that they should withhold pity and judgment when anything happens on the show, since it can be staged to gain attention. Apparently, they also aren't great employers. There have been rumors circulating that when Keeping Up with the Kardashians originally aired in 2007, the family, particularly the children, was incredibly gracious to the film team. But as the show went on and the family became more well known, their respect and friendliness towards the crews they collaborated with decreased, leading to awkward and uncomfortable situations behind the scenes. The Sun claims that the Kardashians constantly chastise staff personnel and place impractical demands on everyone who gets in their way. In order to present themselves in the best possible light on the show, the girls often attempt to control what happens or insist on numerous reshoots of straightforward scenes,